بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين ما دام ما في السماوات والأرضين. ربنا يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح يا عليم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. آمين يا رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالكم? First and foremost, we thank and we praise Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once again for affording us an opportunity to have left our homes and come in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and leave our homes for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We remind ourselves and each and everyone that we try to correct our intention at the beginning, that we are here only and solely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are here to connect with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the sole reason of connecting and using the book to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes what happens to the nafs, Assalamu alaikum. What happens to the nafs is, the more we learn, what happens to it? What happens to the head? Sometimes the scarf is too small, or the fez is too small, right? And sometimes the more we learn, it becomes part of our nature. We just come here and we don't realize we're learning more. Without taking stock of ourselves, our heads start growing bigger. And the original purpose that we came to learn the knowledge basically becomes a different purpose. So the first purpose was to connect to Allah. And then the more we learn, because we're not taking stock of ourselves, that initial intention has changed. Sometimes it is maybe to debate with family members, to debate with friends, to debate with people at work. So each and every week it is important that we correct our intention. We are here solely and only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not to debate with anybody, not to have discussions with anybody, not to show anybody that I know more, but to use the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we make it such that we all connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen. Say Ameen. That's better. All three classes, they stopped at different places, right? So if I can remember correctly, we stopped in this class at wa huwa al-azizul ghafur. Am I correct? No, the next ayah. Futur. Okay, so the ladies were in a different class than the men. Wa huwa hasir. We stopped over there in this class. Jameel, wow, that's quite far. Okay. We all go from the beginning, inshallah, until there, and then we continue with the next few verses, inshallah. أعوذ بالله. Everybody together, right? 1, 2, 3. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير. Just a reminder, before we start reciting the verses, to breathe inshallah, right? Can we do it one more time from the beginning inshallah, all together? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير. ما شاء الله. Can we have the ladies recite it really quickly, min fadlik? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, go. Bismillah. Okay, this ra over here. فِبَ ثُمَّ ارْجِعِ الْبَصَرَ. Everybody see it? The last verse that we did. That ra, is it full? Is it a full mouth ra or is it the empty mouth ra? Full mouth ra. Why is it a full mouth ra? Because before the ra, the last letter that has a haraka is the meme. And on the meme there is a ah. And because of that ah, it has an effect on the ra. Alright? And the effect that is going to have on the ra is that the ra is going to be full mouth. So if the ra has a ah or a u, and then the ra will be full mouth. Now sometimes the ra has a sakin. Everybody see? I don't know if you can see on the, it's not, yeah, okay, the ladies have it on the side. But if you look at your notes, right? If you look at the ra by thumma rji'il. Let's hope next week, inshallah, we have, or when we're going to restart again, we have one of those aids where we can write something and then you can see it on the board. But if you look at the ra over there, can everybody see the ra? By thumma rji'il, the main as well, right? So that ra, it doesn't have a haraka on top of it, right? But if it had a ah or a u, then that ra would have been full mouth, right? For example, ru or ra. But if that ra had a kasra, then that ra would have been empty mouth, right? So that ra doesn't have anything on top of it. So how do we determine whether that ra is full mouth or ra is empty mouth? We look at the letter before it. Can we see that? And the letter before it is the alif? No, the letter before it that has a haraka is the meme. Can everybody see it? Right? So because of that meme, and that meme has a fatha or ah, whatever you want to call it, right? So because of that ah, it has an effect on the ra. So you won't recite thumma rji'il. You will recite thumma rji'il. Can we hear the difference? Thumma right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Can we have the males recited? 1, 2, 3, Bismillah. Jameel. Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Just a point. Some of us, we might be struggling to memorize it, isn't it so? Even though we're doing it in this method, but some of us still struggle to kind of memorize it, right? The point of the exercise that we are doing is, if you want to memorize it, you can memorize it, right? If you really apply yourself, it will come, inshallah, right? But if you don't memorize it, it's fine. Just use the exercise to better your recitation. So how do you better your recitation using this method? Is obviously we're repeating the word 3 times. Then another time when we're going to the back, etc., etc. So just allow your tongue to get used to how it's supposed to be recited. And after that, you'll see, even though we're applying it over here in Tabarak, the Quran, as we've learned, right, has the same words throughout the Quran here, and there you can have a different word. Are you with me? So if wherever you apply it, it's going to be the same rules, the same tajweed, the same makharij, the same sifat. Are you with me? So get yourself used to reciting over here in Tabarak. Force yourself to recite properly, not too close. The mic, they're complaining in the other classes. Alright, so force yourself in Tabarak, and you'll see how it's easy for you to apply it everywhere else also, inshallah. Alright? Can everybody hear me now still? Can they still hear me at the back? Okay. Clear? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد زينا بسم الله. That ya over there, remember, we can only have a ghunna, we can only have that nasal sound, like if there's a noon sakin or tanween, or mim sakin, right? Or sorry, mim mushadda, or mim sakin as well. Everybody with me? Right? If there's no noon sakin or tanween, we won't have a ghunna. Right? So that ya, can you see it standing alone, even though it has a W on top of it, a tashdid, a shadda, whatever you want to call it? Alright? Even though it has that, we won't say zayyan. But everybody with me? You'll just recite وَلَقَدْ زَيَّن. With me? And also don't stop the sound. Don't do this. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّن. No. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّن. Alright? وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا. Bismillah. Again. One more time. Outside now. Again. One more time. Sama'ad. Remember, we're going ad because we're going to go into the next word, right? Sama'ad. Bismillah. Again. Again. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ. Bismillah. One more time. The gunna we keep for the duration of making a fist. So, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا. With me? You bring the fist and then you release the fist. That's how long you keep the gunna. Alright? And for us as students, we try to keep it a bit longer so that we become used to it. Right? وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ. Bismillah. Nice, mashallah. One more time. How long do you pull this mud over here? 5, 6. Anybody? Okay, we have a 3. Anybody else? 5, 6, and 3 is all wrong, right? But anybody else? 10. Somebody say 10. Anybody else? 4. Why 4? Okay, we have some 4s over there. Is it a guess or do you know that's 4? Guess. Do you know it's 4? Wherever you see a Hamza, now us, we always do this, right? We make tafsir of the mads according to the length of how it's written. By the way, we can all tulis, right? Tulis, call it tulis. Do you know that line on top there that you see over there? You see the line, right? So we normally determine the length of the mud according to how long it is. Everybody with me? Right? That over there is just to indicate which type of mud it is. That's number one. Number two, that over there, in shorthand Arabic, because I don't have a board, I can't show it to you. It's actually just written mud. That's the word mud written over there. Now do you see it's written like this? Then it has a small, what you call it? Now that small, what you call it there? Small line, that is indicating towards the dal. Are you with me? That's just a dal over there. Meme dal. But it's written in like a signing way, you know what I mean, in cursive way. That is just written over there, mud. Are you with me? And because it's so long, it's indicating that this mud over here is a muttasil, meaning that the letter of mud, the alif, and the hamza is in one word. That's all. Are you with me? So whenever you see a letter of mud, which are the letters of mud? Come again? Alif, ya, wow, Jamil. And if you see after a letter of mud, alright? So for example, like sama, you see a hamza, and then you must know that this mud will be pulled 4. It's simple. It doesn't matter how long it is, and that's not the point. The point is, if there's a hamza and a letter of mud, you'll always pull it 4. Now initially, what do we do? How do you know to pull it 4? How do you know if you're pulling 4? You count on your fingers. Eventually it will become a natural thing. Are you with me? Right? Okay. Ad-dunya. Ad-dunya. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا. Breathe, right? Breathe. This word over here is written in cursive, the next word, right? We even don't know what it is. But try to look into the Quran, right? So that you make a picture of it, right? بِمَصَابِيحَ. Say. بِمَصَابِيحَ. بِمَصَابِيحَ. Everybody say 3 times. Again. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ. Bismillah. Breathe. Again. One more time. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا. Remember the tongue? The tongue has to be inside the mouth, right? Not وَجَعَلْ. وَجَعَلْنَاهَا. Again. One more time outside. Again. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا. Bismillah. Just make it a point, right? Wherever we're pulling the hunnas, make a line on top of it. So for example, there, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّن, just make a line on top of it so that when you're reciting again inside, you understand that I'm supposed to pull till it becomes a natural thing. That's another one. And the other thing is this, when we're saying the jim, where is the makhraj of the jim? We all understand the word makhraj, right? Makhraj is where it's supposed to come from in the mouth. So where does the jim come from in the mouth? The mouth, yes, I know it comes from the mouth. We're in the mouth. Okay, because of our Afrikaans that we speak, right? We have a tendency of saying wadza. That's just how we say it. Wadza'alna. Alright? So when we're saying wadza, that's like zay. Actually, it's J. Right? It's supposed to be J. But because of how we speak, sometimes we say وَجَعَلْنَا. We don't realize we're saying وَجَعَلْنَا. So the Jim is coming more towards the front of the mouth. But actually a Jim is more in the center of the mouth. Wajah. Are you with me? Wajah. J. Right? Like Justin. Bieber. Say Justin. Say, everybody say Justin. Like, anybody in the class say Justin? Depending where you're from, right? But with practice, it will come right, inshallah. So if you're saying J, it's not right. More to the back. And remember, the only way we can correct it is when we're thinking about what we are saying. Are you with me? You might be saying J, and you're thinking you're saying it right all the time. But if you actually just think and listen to what you're saying, you're like, oh my Lord, I've been saying J all the time. Are you with me? So even the makharij, again a reminder, if we want to correct the makharij, we have to think about what you are saying. We have to realize and think, where is my tongue going when I'm saying lam? Is it going out of the mouth or is it staying inside the mouth? Are you with me? Okay. Can everybody recite وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنْتَ وَجَعَلْنَا? Bismillah. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, there's still some men saying it. وَجَعَلْنَا, but it's fine. Practice it, inshallah. We won't be able to finish this verse, but there was another point that I wanted to mention. In Arabic, right, you have a maaf. You have a right? Am I speaking very nasal? Those who have hay fever and those who don't have hay fever will never understand the difference, right? Anyways, so we have in the Arabic language, you have a right? So a ra with a is? Say it, ra, right? A ba with a is? Ba, right? But then we also have letters in the Arabic language that has something called a qalqala. A qalqala. So what is qalqala? So in different books you're going to find different explanations. Now sometimes we are excited about the explanation. No, one book said you must jump. The other book said there's an echo. The other book said there's a double sound. It doesn't matter, whatever book you are reading. Basically, you have to continue with the sound. You have to jump with the sound. You have to echo with the sound. For example, you're not going to say alif and a dal. For example, over here, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّن. Everybody with me? You have to jump onto the dal a bit. So you say this, or you echo the dal, or you bounce on the dal, whatever you want to call it. وَلَقَدْ. But you can't do it as much as a fatha. You can't say وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ. Are you with me? And then you can't also underplay it. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ. Everybody with me? You have to find that middle ground. Guys, everybody with me? Right? So which are the letters of qalqala? Everybody can write this down, right? Qaf. Okay, some of the ladies know it already, mashallah. Qaf. Ta. Okay, you take some time to write qaf, because there's dots. Everybody wrote qaf, right? Ta. Don't write the English of ta, right? Because you always find people writing the transliteration. Write the ta. Even if it's looking like hieroglyphics, it's fine. Ba, Jim, and Dal. Qaf, ta, ba, Jim, or Zim, and Dal. Everybody have it written down? So a acronym for these words are Qutubu Jaddin, or is Qutubu Jaddin. Qutubu Jaddin, if you want to remember it. Sometimes you might forget Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, and Dal, but you're not going to forget Qutubu Jaddin. Qutubu Jaddin. Qutubu Jaddin. Khalas? Everybody wrote it? Sure? Okay. So these are the letters. Whenever you come across them and they are sakin, right? Then we jump a bit on top of them. Are you with me? Or you want to echo a bit, or you want to extend your sound a bit, whatever you want to call it, right? So how would you say it? For example, ab. Say? Aj. Alto. Alto. Aj. Alto. Can everybody feel what it does? Alright? So these are the only letters that does this. There is another sifa and another quality, but we'll get to that again, inshallah. That is, for example, like a ta that's sakin. It sounds similar to a qalqala, and we did it before. With the kaf. تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ. Say again. Now if you're just flat stopping over there, then you're not reciting it correctly, right? You have to recite, and with that kaf at the end there, you have to release some air. So you do this. تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ الْمُلْكِ. Do you hear that? Now what is that? That's not a qalqala. Remember we discussed it as sifati hams? Over there, you're basically just releasing some air. You're not doing mulk. No. Mulk. That's all. It shouldn't even really be heard loudly. Are you with me? Just تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ الْمُلْكِ. You can only hear it over the mic because I have a mic. تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ الْمُلْكِ. But not mulk. Are you with me? Or mulk? No, mulk. Right? And that's with a ta as well. Everybody with me? Okay. So today what did we discuss? We said about the ra. Try to visualize it. Write a ra with a fatha and a ra with a dhamma. Can everybody write it quickly? Let's hope next week we have this aid inshallah, and then I can write it for you guys. But I'm sure after you write it, you won't forget it inshallah, right? So a ra with a fatha, a ra with a dhamma. And then next to it, another category, you make a ra with a kasra. Everybody wrote it? So the ra with the fatha and the ra with the dhamma, full mouth. Hey? Is fine? The ra with the fatha and the ra with the dhamma is? The ra with the fatha and the ra with the dhamma is? Full mouth, Jamil. Full mouth. So what does full mouth mean? You must eat, keep your mouth full while you're reading. No. It just means that, oh, American. When you're reading, that's how it's supposed to sound. Ar-Rah. Everybody with me? Bismillahir-Rah. Not Bismillahir-Rah. Everybody with me? Empty mouth is Rah. Did we have an empty mouth? Yeah, example. No. But another full mouth example, yeah, we did have. But anyways, Ilaykal basaru. Full mouth, right? Because the ra is a u. Now if the ra is a I, and then how do we recite it? Empty mouth. Everybody with me? Now sometimes you find the ra sakin, remember? We said sometimes you find the ra sakin. Now if the ra is sakin, we look at the letter before it. And whatever is before it, that is basically going to have an effect on the ra. If the letter before it is a fatha and a dhamma, then the next letter, then the ra will be full mouth. If the letter before it has a kasra, then the ra will be empty mouth. Everybody understand? Bismillah. Time. Is the teacher waiting? Oh, okay. Any questions before we conclude? Everybody understood? I know it's difficult sometimes to envisage what's happening or imagine what's happening, but that's the reason why I asked you to write it down, just to make it a bit easier, inshallah. No questions? Okay, subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.